Good morning, students. This video is in continuity with the previous video of chapter Animal Breeding for Improvement in Food Production. Objectives of our learning are: what is apiculture? Advantages of beekeeping on commercial basis. Varieties of honeybees. Colony of honeybees. Management for high yield of honey. What is pisciculture? Varieties of fish. Importance of fish, marine and inland fisheries, and causes for death of fish. So, first of all, we will be discussing apiculture. The maintenance of beehives of honeybees for the production of honey is called beekeeping or apiculture. Honeybees are cultured to obtain honey from beehives. The place where bees are kept is called apiary. Beekeeping can be practiced in any area where there are sufficient bee pastures of some wild shrub fruits or orchids and cultivated crops. There are several species of honeybees that can be reared. Of these, the most common species is Apis indica. Advantages of beekeeping on commercial basis. First, to obtain honey. It is a dense sweet liquid and it has high nutritive and medicinal value. It helps in the growth of our as it contains iron and calcium. Second, to obtain other products like bee wax, royal jelly and bee venom. Bee wax is used in cosmetics and polishes. Third point, beekeeping needs low investment and does not involve much labor. So, the farmers do it as a source of additional income along with agriculture. It also helps in cross-pollination as bees in the field transfer pollen grains from one flower to another while collecting nectar. During the flowering period, it increases pollination and improves the crop yield as well as honey yield. Varieties of honeybees. Various varieties of honeybees, both indigenous and exotic, are used for beekeeping. Indigenous varieties are Apis indica, which is also known as Indian bee, Apis dorsata, also known as rock bee, Apis flora, also known as little bee. Exotic variety Apis mellifera, also known as Italian bee. This variety from Italy has been domesticated in India to increase yield of honey. Here are the pictures of these bees. This is Apis indica. This is picture of Apis dorsata. This picture is of Apis flora. And this is the picture of Apis mellifera. Colony of honeybees. A colony of honeybees has three types of individuals. They live in the same colony but perform different roles. According to their roles, these three types are also called three castes in the colony. These are queen honeybee, drones, and workers. Now, one by one, we will discuss these three individuals of honeybees. Queen honeybee, referred as mother of colony, developed from fertilized eggs and is responsible for only laying eggs. In each season, a queen bee lays up to 2000 eggs. Queen bee lays both fertile and unfertilized eggs. Fertilized eggs give rise to worker emergence and unfertilized eggs give rise to drones emergence. Now, drones, referred as the males of the colony. They are developed from unfertilized eggs and are responsible for only mating with the queen. They remain in the colony to sleep and eat honey till the breeding season. During the breeding season, they fly out, leave the beehive, mate with the queen and then die. The third caste of colony of honeybees are worker. They are the fertile females, referred as the active members of the colony, developed from fertilized eggs and are responsible for doing all the jobs of the honeybees. They are females but cannot reproduce. First half of the life cycle, they do indoor duties, while in the second half, they do the outdoor duties as field workers. As field workers, they collect nectar and pollen. Workers that act as guards are security force of the colony, and if any enemy comes, they sting it and die off. These are the images of drone, queen bee and worker bee. Now, the management for high yield of honey. To yield a good amount of honey on commercial basis, Italian variety Apis mellifera is used. It has many useful characteristics. First, good honey collection capacity. Second, prolific queen production capacity. Less swarming activity. And fourth, ability to protect itself from enemies. Pisciculture. Pisciculture or fish culture is a technique engaged in catching, processing or selling of fish, shellfish or other aquatic animals like prawns, oysters, lobsters, crab, shrimps, etc. India has a great potential for fish culture. It is because we have an inland water area of about 1.6 million hectares and a long coastline of 6,500 kilometers. Fishes obtained from ponds, rivers, lakes and streams are called freshwater fishes, and fishes obtained from sea are called marine fishes. Culturing fish in marine or sea water is called marine fisheries, while culturing fish in fresh water is known as inland fisheries. Varieties of fish. There are number of varieties of fish. There are number of edible varieties of freshwater and marine fishes. Some common freshwater edible fishes are katla, mrigal, rohu. Exotic varieties are silver carp, grass carp. Katla is fastest growing carp. Marine fishes include Bombay duck, pomfret, salmon, and sardine. These are the images of these fishes. This is katla fish, rohu fish, common carp, mrigal fish, grass carp, and silver carp. These are edible varieties of freshwater and marine fishes. Importance of fish. Beside being used as food, some fishes are of medicinal value also. Shark liver oil and cod liver oil are natural source of vitamin A, C and D. Fish meal is used as a rich source of protein in cattle and poultry feed. It is prepared from the non-edible part of the fish like tails, fins and bones that are discarded from factories that extract oil from fish. Fish waste is also used in making of fertilizers. Shark leather is used for making handbags and shoes. They are supposed to be fashion accessory and fetch a very high price. Next, marine fisheries. Marine fisheries. The marine fisheries source of India include about 7,500 km of coastline and extensive deep sea. Marine fish are caught by various means. First, traditional method. Fishing net and gears operated by fishing vessels. Modern methods help in catching more fish. Make use of eco sounders and satellites to locate fish shoals. Since our marine stock are depleting very fast, the fish of high economic value are cultured in different culture systems. Inland fisheries. Culturing fish in fresh water and brackish water is known as inland fisheries. Brackish water is the sea water that flows in and gets mixed with the fresh water. Freshwater and brackish water sources are canal, ponds, reservoirs, estuaries, lagoons, etc. For edible fish production, the most advantageous culture system used is composite fish culture. At times, along with agriculture farming like paddy farming, fish culture is done. It is an integrated system referred as paddy cum fish culture. Here you can see in this picture, on one side paddy is growing and the fishes are also growing. So this is a perfect example of farming, fish farming. Now, the causes for death of fish. Fishes have many predators like water beetles, water bugs, frogs, snakes, and birds. Fishes may suffer from a number of diseases caused by viruses and bacteria. Two most common diseases are IPN, infectious pancreatic necrosis, and the second one is VHS, viral hemorrhagic septicemia. Fishes may die due to pollution of water also. So, to maintain a good fish farm, it is essential to keep the water clean and monitor the level of oxygen and carbon dioxide and pH of water at regular intervals. Thank you.